Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BarrelLab. Got another daily barrel report coming to you. See August 11th slate, Dinger Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Should be a good one. It was kind of an interesting day. I want to say about halfway through the day there was only 8 to 10 home runs. I'll be surprised if we finish the day with 25 home runs. This was probably one of the worst days I've seen, which is why we, have explicitly started not chasing home runs. But before we get into the slate, I appreciate everybody who has been supporting from the jump, and even everybody who's new. Thank you guys for coming and finding the page. Appreciate all the likes, everybody who subscribed, and even the comments. Right, I thank everybody for all of the support. So today we've got 15 games. I fixed the little bug that I had going on, so we've got our barrel signals back. So for those who check out the daily barrel report, that will be back for you, accurate, and will be identifying the barrel signals for you. So let's see. Right now, best barrel profile overall looks like Matt Olson. Zone fit leader is Corbin Carroll. Environment boost is going to Ben Rice. And then best price drop. This is the next thing I need to work on. For some reason now it's pulling through like some crazy odds that aren't real. Clearly aren't real. So that'll be the next bug that I work through and get situated. But other than that, we're back in action. So appreciate everybody who's been patient. No elite plus profiles for the day. They've been cashing pretty much. We're at a 22%. I want to say 20% for the hit rate for the elite plus profile, which is really good when you think about it. I'm okay with that. Getting into today's top discoveries. Corbin Carroll's got the biggest matchup increase. Cole Emerson has the strongest EV lift. Let's say, yep. Pete Alonso's got the strongest multi-day rise. Max Muncy's the best. Is it? Yeah, no, those are right. The home run odds are right. I did check those. So Muncy's got the best long shot profile. Lone Depot, so Pittsburgh and Miami's got the best weather boost. Corbin Carroll is also today's best zone fit. Murakami's got the pitch type collision. And Valdez has the pulled air barrel profile for the day. So Corbin Carroll being the biggest matchup increase. Plus he's the strongest zone fit. I think it's safe to say Corbin Carroll is most likely going to do some damage today. But we'll take a look at it. We'll see who they're going up against. And we'll take a look at the pitchers and the weather. Let's see. Let's get into the research. All right, looking at the pitcher attack board. Oh, yeah. I like the way this looks. We got Sagano as the number 1 spot. Ryan Weathers is number 2. Ryan Johnson is number 3. And let's see here. Out of those top 3, Ryan Johnson is giving up the most ERA, which is pretty interesting why I went with these 3. Walker Buehler, we're going up against Miami. It could be that these other games have weather boost, so that's probably most likely it. These other games have some weather that's going on, which is why they believe it may work in the batter's favor. Which 9 times out of 10 it does. Just depends on the type of weather. So here's the full board as well. If you guys can't see it, haven't seen it. All right. All right, so getting right into the slate, we got Cleveland at Detroit, 2 barrel signals, 2 elite profiles. Top reads in this game is going Dingler, Green, and Hoskins. Dingler, Green, Torkelson, and Hoskins. And let's see here. We've got Cleveland versus Drew Anderson. So you got Rise, Hoskins, Zadell, Lowe. Matchup is going Lowe, Hoskins, DeLauder. And form is going Austin Hedges is playing peekaboo. Not sure how this is going, but you guys told me not to fix it, so I'm not. Nathaniel Lowe, Martinez, and Joe Adele. All right, barrel score for Detroit is going Torkelson, Dingler, Green. Matchup is going Dingler, Valencia, Green. And form is going, was that Torkelson, Ottman, and Dingler. And yeah, Valencia looks good there. And then Dingler, 253 ISO, 139 WRC plus. Yes, not bad. Not bad. All right, next game we got Pittsburgh and Miami. 2 barrel signals, 3 elite profiles. Brandon Lowe, Stowers, Conine, and Hernandez are the top reads for the game. Barrel score is going Belo, Reynolds, Valdez. Matchup is going Lowe, Valdez, and Reynolds. Form is going Lowe, Mangum, and Reynolds. Alright, let's see. We got Miami versus Skeens tomorrow. Skeens definitely not having his best season, but still pretty decent numbers. 3.96 ERA, that's a little bit high for him. Ks over 9 innings, 11.2. It's a pretty solid number. Barrel score is going Stowers, Conine, Hernandez. Matchup is going Stowers, Conine, Hernandez. And form is going Stowers, Conine, Hernandez. Dang mouse. All right, next game we got Chicago at Washington. No barrel signals, no elite profiles in this game. Top reads is going PCA, Suzuki, Bush, and Happ. And looks like no pitcher yet for Washington, so can't really give you the best information for the Cubs, but barrel score alone is going PCA, Suzuki, and Bush. We've got Washington versus Imanaga. Barrel score is going House, Cruz, Abrams. Matchup is going House, Chaparro, Cruz. And Dalen Lyle, House, and Cruz round up the last 3. And Chaparro looks good. CJ Abrams, honestly, he's trending in the right direction, so that could be something. All right, we got Seattle versus New York. 4 barrel signals in this game, 2 elite profiles. Ben Rice, Cal Riley, Rodriguez, and Spencer Jones all made the cut. So Ryan Weathers, it's got a 3.79 ERA, 9.8 Ks over 9 innings, which again isn't the worst. He definitely is getting some strikeouts, and Seattle's got some pretty solid strikeout candidates. He can get one from Kyle Riley, Rodriguez. Canzone, I'd say. Yep, Rosarena, Emerson, and Wilson. So those are all of the, and Robles. Those are all of the profiles that can give him a hard time. So if you guys ever want to take different props, if you're trying to take pitcher props, you can look at that number there, Ks over 9 innings, and then in the platoon under splits. Right, so Ryan Weathers is pretty weak against righties, and very weak against righties, which makes sense. He's a lefty, so all of the righties have, like what we talk about, the platoon advantage there. Ward, Rosarena, Wilson, Paradis, Robles, and Leo Rivas. So that could be an interesting way to keep up with them and play ball too. Because if they can get some strikeouts, then Yankees could be in a good shape. But got Brian Wu on the mound for Seattle. Barrel score is going Ben Rice, Jones, Grisham. Matchup is going Rice, Garcia, Grisham. Form is going Jones, Ben Rice, and Grisham. Garcia definitely, once he finds his footing, he's going to be pretty solid. Pretty hard to stop out there in New York. We got Boston versus Toronto. One barrel score in this game. Top reads is going to Abreu, Contreras, Okamoto, and Duran. And we got Boston versus Dylan Cease. So Dylan Cease on the mound is going to be a tough one for Boston. I'm not going to lie. Probably wouldn't take a Boston bat tomorrow. If he did have to take one, let's see. So barrel score is going to Abreu, Contreras, Duran. Matchup is going Contreras, Abreu, Duran. Form, Abreu, Ellie White, Duran, and Yoshida. So in reality, the only person who I would even look to take if he were doing home runs would be Abreu. I mean, you can look down here. You can see if there was any previous context. And again, probably not the best. 61 pitches, only 5 balls in play. 289 weighted on base average. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm pretty sure you can find a better candidate. That's just all I'm saying there. And then we got Toronto versus Sandoval. Barrel score is going Okamoto, Sanchez, Guerrero. Matchup is going Guerrero, Okamoto, Sanchez. Form is going Sanchez, Guerrero, and Valencia. Oh, Valenzuela. I don't know why I thought that said Valencia. Glad I looked back at that. All right, we got the Mets versus Atlanta. 5 barrel signals, 2 elite profile in this game. Olsen, Acuna, Riley, and Baldwin make up the top plays. Barrel score is going Alvarez, Lindor, Young. Matchup is going Alvarez, Robert Jr., and Benj. Form is going Benj, Ewing, and Lindor. Alright, let's see. Got Atlanta versus McLean. Barrel score is going Matt Olson, Acuna, Riley, Baldwin. Might be worth reading all those names. This could be a good high-scoring game. Olson, Acuna, Harris for matchup. Olson, Acuna, Riley for the home run form. Now, that's a pretty interesting combination, I would say. Michael Harris got 202 ISO, 120 WRC plus, so he does meet that minimum requirement for the ISO. I am trying to find like a a sweet spot number for WRC plus. I think it is like 120. I just knowing how they even had it graded, how the formula and the output was, 120 is probably a pretty elite number, and it is an elite number. Being 20% better than somebody else at something, you're really good at it. Just bottom line. Other than that, Matt Olson could have another day tomorrow too. All right, we got Baltimore versus Minnesota. 2 barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Alonso, Lewis, Clemens, and Mayo. And then we got Baltimore versus Bailey Ober. Barrel score, let's see, is going Alonso, Mayo, Cowser. Matchup is going Alonso, Cowser, Henderson. And Alonso, Henderson, and Strand. Yeah, I like Strand. I really do like his numbers. Just kind of just looking at them a little bit deeper. Hard hit. He could be hitting the bar a little bit harder. So we'll see if that improves any, if at all, before the end of the season. Minnesota versus Brandon Young. Got Lewis, Clemens, Bell. Matchup is going Clemens, Bell, and Jeffers. Home run form, got Lewis, Bell, and Clemens. All right, let's see. Yeah, Jeffers really looks like the best one. Yeah, Jeffers. It's kind of wild to say. Alright, let's get through this next game. Got Cincinnati versus the White Sox. Let's see. Two barrel signals, 1 elite profile. Top reads is going Murakami, Montgomery, Stewart, and Ellie. Cincinnati versus Sean Burke. So we got South Stewart, Ellie, and Suarez. Top barrels. Matchup is going Ellie, Stevenson, and Stewart. Form is going Trevino's a glitch, South Stewart, Stevenson, and Eugenio Suarez. Alright, then we got White Sox versus Lodolo. Barrel scores going Murakami, Montgomery, and Vargas. Matchup is going Murakami, Vargas, Grichuk. And form is going Murakami, Acuna, and Peters. Luis Angel Acuna, that is. There is another one in the league. Ouch. Most of Boston right now is kind of going crazy. 250 plus, 230 plus, 230 for ISO, 300 for Murakami. And then their work plus 2, 150 for Murakami, 105 for Colson, 126 and 120 and 119 for Vargas and Grichuk. So some really great numbers there. Or looking at offensive production, who's getting on base, who's creating extra base hits, and bringing in those teammates. All right, we got Philly and St. Louis. 2 barrel signals, 2 elite home run profiles. Top reads is going Schwarber, Harper, Walker, and Burleson. And let's see here. We got Philly versus Palante. Schwarber, Harper, Marsh for the barrels. Matchup is going Schwarber, Harper, Marsh. Form. We got Harper, Schwarber, and Bryson Stott. Don't think I've ever seen that before. A negative number. Wow. Must have got caught stealing or something. Strike. That's crazy. A negative number. I mean, obviously the usual suspects always look the same. Derek Hill's power metrics look good, but that's only thing looks good. He's not really doing much with it, so I would kind of stay away from him. But I mean, Harper and Schwarber are always the go-tos. Out of the two, though, I'd have to go with Harper. I know Schwarber has the better pull barrel, but I think he's also been the coldest. And so Bryce Harper just having the better form overall, I think, is what's going to carry him tomorrow over Schwarber. Not to say they both can't hit. Obviously, they both can hit. They both look good against this pitcher, so it'll just be interesting to see. Then on the flip side, we got St. Louis versus Christopher Sanchez. It's going to be a tough matchup. We got Walker, Burleson, and Weatherhort. Matchup is going Walker, Herrera, Weatherhort. Form is going Torres with the glitch, Burleson, Herrera, and then Weatherhort again. All right. Oh, let me get this game going for us. Got Texas and the Angels. 2 barrel signals. 2 elite profiles. Top reads is going Seager, Trout, Peterson, and Berger. Got Texas versus Ryan Johnson. 7.11 ERA. Good God, that's terrible. This definitely is going to be an attack spot after seeing that ERA. I mean, and we knew it. He was a top pitcher to attack, so. Barrel score is going Seager, Peterson, Berger. Matchup is going Seager, Nimmo, Peterson. Form is going Nimmo, Seager, and Berger. I mean, anybody plus 200 ISO looks good. Langford, Foskey. I don't know about Foskey right now. Langford, Peterson. I said there we go. But then looking at WRC plus, it gives you Nimmo, Duran. Berger just barely misses it by 8 points. But Jake Berger does look good, though. But I don't think it's better than Nimmo, not better than Langford, and not better than Peterson. So, and down below, we got the Angels versus Bradford. Barrel score is going Trout, Nito, Siri. Matchup, Siri, Trout, Nito. Form, Heineman, Frazier, and D. Arnold. We got Colorado, Arizona. No signals at all in this game. Hunter Goodman, Carroll, Marte, and Moniak are the top reads in the game. Let's see. Colorado versus Brat. Goodman, Moniak, Julian for the barrel. Matchup, Goodman, Julian, Karros. Form, Will Castro, Goodman, and Moniak. I mean, quite a bit of candidates above 200 ISO. Got Carrick, McCarthy, Moniak, and Goodman. But they're just barely doing something with it. I mean, even then, 19 points above average is still good. 119 is borderline great. So, I got to give it to them. Yeah, I'll give them their credit. They deserve that one. Alright, got Arizona versus Sagano. So this is the other smash spot. Not smash spot, but this is the other attack spot. We'll kind of see how it aligns with Arizona even, and if they're the best candidate to attack. So barrel score is going Carroll, Marte, and Nootbaar. Matchup is going Carroll, McCann, Locklear. Form is Tim Tawa, Nootbaar, and Carroll. I'm 194 from Marte, 244. Let's see, Tyler Locklear, 188, 129. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Yeah, because they've only got one over 200, which is Carroll, which is expected, honestly. Marte, Locklear, Arenado. And even, I guess, we can include McCann in there, too, because he's got a crazy WRC+. plus. Yo, I didn't even know... wow, I didn't know they've been hitting this bad. I wonder who's been carrying them. And Gabriel Moreno doesn't look too bad for tomorrow. The only thing I just don't like for a lot of these players is their ISO. They're just not getting much power for some reason, whatever reason that is. I don't know, dead balls. Maybe they just need to get in the weight room a little bit more. But either way, it definitely is affecting the outcomes. We've seen it. We've noticed it. It's been doing some stuff, so. All right, got Tampa Bay versus Oakland. Top reads is going Caminero, Rondo, Soderstrom, and Victor Mesa. Got another pitcher missing, so can't really give you Tampa Bay's, but barrel score so far is going Caminero, Aranda, and Victor Mesa. So those will be top three. I mean, but they're also top plays in the game, so it's always a safe bet. Oakland versus Nick Martinez. Barrel's going Soderstrom, Butler, Max Muncy. And then matchup score is going Soderstrom, Butler, Muncy. Form is Bolt, Soderstrom, and Walton. ISO, got a pair of 200 plus ISO in Galoff and Soderstrom. 3, I'll say 4, have a 105 score and above for your WRC plus, which isn't bad. It just means they're not doing much. Yeah, there's just not really much here. So let's see. Alright, got Milwaukee versus San Diego. 4 barrel signals, 2 elite profiles. Top reads is going Bowers, Chourio, Merrill, and Tatis. And Milwaukee versus Bueller. It's going to be a rough one. We got Bowers, Chourio, Mitchell matchup. And Bowers, Mitchell, Chourio. Form is Chourio, Bowers, and Mitchell. Let's see. Yeah, Mitchell and Bauer. Yeah, I mean, that top 3 really is true. Other than, no. Yeah, the top 3. Top 4, you could throw Gary Sanchez in there. And then Padres versus Kyle Harrison. Merrill, Tatis, Machado. Matchup is going Tatis, France, Machado. And Merrill is going Merrill, Tatis, and Machado. Alright. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, Ty France. Let's see who else sticks out. Yeah, maybe Tatis. Maybe Tatis. And really, Ty France is just the most favorable Pirate to me right now. Alright, cool. Let's see. What else is hiding in this game? Yeah, Manny doesn't. I mean, his form is good, but that's about it. 98 WRC plus, so he's below average. Only by a couple of percentage points, but still, that's not the best indicator. That means even to date, he's not doing much. Alright, let's see. We got Houston versus San Francisco. Alright, we got Houston versus San Francisco. 2 barrel signals, no elite profiles in this game. Top reads is going Yordan, Devers, Walker, and Bryce Eldridge. So it looks like we have no San Francisco pitcher just yet. But so far, barrel score is going Yordan, Walker, and Cam Smith. So and barrel score for San Francisco against Hunter Brown is going Devers, Eldridge, Adames, or Adames. I don't know how you say his last name. Matchup score is going Devers, Basabe, and Eldridge. Form is going Kavanaugh. He kind of broke away, though. Devers and Basabe. Oh, yeah, this Basabe dude. I can see that, yeah, pull barrel. Barrel's good. Low swinging strike. Good Woba and Will Bacon. Great ISO and WRC plus. It's because I think he's been already hitting like 4 or 5 home runs or something like that. So that makes quite a bit of sense when you think about offensive production. Yeah, I like him. That could be something for tomorrow. It definitely could. Alright, and then last but not least, we got KC versus the Dodgers. 2 elite home run profiles in this game. We got Shohei, Max Muncy, Bobby Witt, and Caglione. Alright. Got KC versus Blake Snell. Whoa, Snell is back on the mound, huh? Barrel score is going Bobby Witt, Caglione, Perez. Matchup is going Witt, Perez, Caglione. Form is going Caglione. Rojas is a glitch. Bobby Witt and Jensen. Zone fit is going to Bobby Witt, and he was the zone fit leader yesterday. Oh no, was that Bo Bichette? I think it was Bo Bichette. But either way, even what I was going to say is still valid. I do like that take there. Alright, then we got the Dodgers versus Michael Wacha. Ohtani, Muncy, and Freeman. Matchup is going Ohtani, Muncy, Hernandez. Form is Ohtani, Pajes, and Freeman. And let's see here. Only 2 above 200 ISO. I'm not sure how they haven't been winning. I was going to say, I'm not sure how they're winning games, but there are 5 players barely above 115 WRC plus, with the exception of Ohtani and Freeman. I'd say they have the largest gaps at 150 and 135. So, but other than that, that is the slate. That's the full 15 games for the 11th. Like I said, Dinger Tuesday. So, if you are going to play a home run parlay, it's going to be today. That thing just might hit. If you run on Prize Picks, they do have the tacos, so you'll have some discounted picks. Once those come out, I'll pull those through and try to get them to show on the board, so that way we can see where the value really is. But other than that, I appreciate everybody again liking, subscribing, and I appreciate all of the members. If you have not, go ahead and check out the membership. That's where I'm dropping some extra write-ups, some really good insight. Dropped an article on bankroll management. So yeah, just giving you guys just a lot of good content to help, further build your bankrolls and just make you better, sports better overall. So appreciate you guys watching again. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.